Anyway, so both hands at the same time. As you press up, bringing your elbows back towards your ears and then back down. Up, elbows towards your ears and then back down. You're gonna do 7 of those. Now, don't have dumbbells, that's cool. Let's talk about what else you can do for this exercise. So, the next thing you're gonna do, or the alternate or the body weight version of overhead pressing, what I want you to do, here we go. So, what I want you to do is I want you to just start bringing your elbows back, hands to your shoulders, and then what you're gonna do from here is I want you to squeeze grip with your hands, just squeeze as hard as you can, and then what you're gonna do from here, not going fast, but you're gonna slow motion, just arms up, and then slowly let your arms back down. Slowly let your arms up, focusing on keeping your shoulders back, and then slowly let your arms back down. This way, through the motion, and then just through focusing on just that part of the shoulder, without weight and squeezing your grip, what that will do is that will give you a little bit of tension through that area. So, that's your body weight version, and then that is your resisted version. That's the overhead press. Now let's go on to the next exercise. All right, guys, next exercise that we're gonna focus on is we're gonna actually look at the body weight alternating reverse lunge. This one doesn't require any weight at all, so it's actually very, very simple. What you're going to do is here, we're gonna step back a little bit so you can see, yep, I'm barefooted today. Yeah, it's okay, it's cool. You can do this in bare feet. There you go, that's another fun thing. You can do all this stuff barefoot if you want to, especially if you're in your home or like outside. It's actually really good for your feet to do things bare, unless you have a specific condition that prevents you from doing it barefooted. Obviously, then put in whatever implement you need for your feet. So, what you're doing is you're gonna step back, squeezing your abdomen. Remember, in the previous videos, bracing your abs, super important. And then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to squat down as far as you can comfortably. And then stand back up. Try not to lose your balance. Yep. So from the other side, down and back up, switch it out, down, back up, switch it out, down, and back up. Alternating body weight lunging. So, if you can't lunge, that's cool too. Let's just do an alternate, or just do a regular body weight squat. So, feet between hip shoulder width apart, hands forward, chest up, squeeze your abs down, and then back up as far as you can comfortably. Can't do that, grab yourself a chair. Any chair will do, dining chair, lazy boy, doesn't matter. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sit down, and then you're going to stand back up. Super simple, super straightforward. Use anything you have in your home to do this, or you can borrow weights from us. Remember, hit me up, I'll let you borrow some weights. Anyway, so, body weight, do it on a chair or a couch, butt down, butt up. Do regular just body weight squat if you can't lunge because it hurts your knees, that's cool. And then, as a review for the first one, it's start with your hands here, step back, squat down, alternating back and forth for 7 on each side. That's right, repeating that one more time for those in the back, 7 on each side. With that being said, done with that one, let's go to the next exercise. All right, cool. So, now that we've done the first 2 exercises, let's talk about exercise number 3, which is a lying Blackburn. So, it is not what it sounds like. So this is an exercise that I learned from several different strength and conditioning coaches, and it's really, really good for your shoulder blades and for your back in general. So, what you're doing and what you're looking at is this. So I'm going to show you on the bench. This way it's a little bit more elevated, but the idea is you're laying flat on the ground. And while you're laying flat on the ground, what you're going to do, oh goodness, what you're going to do from here is you're going to start hands forward like in the Superman, and then what you're going to do is you pick your hands up, you're going to drive your elbows back as far as they'll go, and then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to hands out, and then rotate the shoulder, palms facing up, bring your hands back as far as you can go, and then back up and forward. What I usually call this is what's called protest and rest. So it's like you're being a protester on the protest line, and then from there, picking up your hands, and then getting arrested. Protest, arrest, protest, and then rest. So there you are, your lying Blackburn. This is a body weight exercise only, and just do it to the comfort of whatever your shoulder is capable of doing at this point. So, now that we're done with the lying Blackburn, let's go to the next exercise. So, now that we're done with those exercises, let's talk about this next one, which is the figure 8 kettlebell swing. So, what we're doing with the figure 8 kettlebell swing, I'll show you with a kettlebell what it looks like. So, what you're starting, you start one hand on the ball, one hand on the handle, and then what you're going to do is pushing your hips backwards, letting the kettlebell roll through, so you guys can see, letting the kettlebell roll through. Then you're going to grab it with the opposing hand up, circle around the body, stand up straight, and then grab it again. So, around the body, back up, through the leg around the body, and then back up. That is a figure 8 kettlebell swing. If you don't have weight, and you don't have a way, and you're not comfortable with that, the other exercise you guys can do is a windmill. So, let's show you the windmill. Now, with the windmill, what you're going to do, start with your feet between hip and shoulder width apart. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to turn both of your feet to the right to start, and then what you're going to do is you're going to start left hand in the air, and you're going to push the right hand towards the ground in between your legs. And just like so, pushing that hip backwards, and then come back up. Whoops, almost lost my balance. Push the hip backwards, keeping your chest forward, and then back up. You're going to do 7 on one side, 7 on the other side. If you can do the figure 8 kettlebell swing, great. You're going to do 7 around the left and then 7 around the right. That's what you have for the figure 8 section of this workout. With that being said, good exercise. Let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, here we are. The next exercise inside of our series is going to be a tricep push-up. This one is a little bit different than your standard push-up variation. So what we're going to do is this is a body weight exercise, so it's very simple, so you don't need anything for this other than the ground and your body. So what you're going to do here is, as I'm backing up, I'll probably have to speak a little bit louder or not, we'll figure it out. So what you're going to be doing in this next exercise is you are essentially going to be getting down into the push-up position. So for myself, it's on my toes. And what you're going to do is you're going to point your elbows towards the back of the room. Your hands are going to be almost directly underneath your shoulders to start. And then what you're going to do is you're going to let yourself down, keep your elbows by your sides as much as you can. So it's elbows by your sides, and then push back up. Elbows by your sides, and then push back up. If that's too much on your toes, as always, drop to your knees, guys. And then elbows by your sides, push back up. Elbows by your sides, push back up. The next version of this is find yourself a bench or a chair, brace it up against the wall. Yeah, that's it. Brace it up against the wall. Same thing. Elbows by your sides, push, and back down. The majority of this exercise is going to be through the back part of your arm, okay? So you should feel a lot of it back there. If it is too much and you're feeling it here, then what I need you to do is prop yourself up, like elevate your body to where your hands are on a desk or on the couch or on the wall. And like I said, keeping your elbows in, because the idea is working the back of the arm. That's your goal for that excuse me. Your goal for that exercise. So, that's your tricep push-up. Let's get on to the next exercise. Cool. Now we're doing another body weight one called the lateral squat, or at least what I call a lateral squat. What you guys are going to do here, once again, body weight exercise, or if you want to, you can grab a kettlebell or a dumbbell, anything, give a little bit of resistance towards what you're doing. But I'm just going to show you the body weight. So what you're doing is you're going to have your feet more than shoulder width apart. More than shoulder width apart. Perfect, just like that. So, as you can see, like I said, my feet are like way more than my shoulders at this point. And so what you're going to do from here, excuse me, the goal is pushing your butt back and your knee forward as you lean to one side and then lean to next. Here's what it looks like. Push my butt back, push my knee forward, keeping this leg straight, squat down, keeping that foot on the ground, and then back up to the starting position. Same thing on the other side, butt back, knee forward, and then back and forth for the duration of the exercise. Pow. That's from the front. Now you can see it from the side, from the side, from the side. That's what you guys are looking at. Excuse me, that was rude, but that's okay. I'm exercising and that's what happens. Anyway, that's your lateral squat. And like I said, want to add a little resistance? You know, grab a book, grab a friend, grab a whatever, anything that you can hold up here at chest height to give you just a little bit of resistance while you're doing that exercise. Otherwise, you should be feeling that one inside the quad and your butt. If you're not, then I need you to push your hips further back until you feel it in one of those two places. Cool? Cool. Next exercise. All right, guys, here it is, the piece de la resistance. What you guys have now, that was a horrible French impersonation. Horrible. So, the last exercise, you guys, exercise number 7, what you guys are going to be doing is you guys are going to be doing a plank jack. There are many different versions of this. As you can tell through the course of the entire program, you really only need like a set of dumbbells and a kettlebell, and I hopefully have given you enough versions of each one to be able to do it just body weight only. So with that, let's talk about your plank jacks. There's only one version that I try to train this through because I feel like it's too much on the spine otherwise. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into the push-up position. So while in the push-up position, what you do now, tug your butt, squeeze your abs. What you do is you hop out, hop in, hop out, hop in for 7. If this is too much, just walking your feet out and then walk your feet in. Walk your feet out, walk your feet in. For those of you that want to try it the other way, you can get down on your elbows in the plank position. Same thing, hop out, hop in, or walk it out and walk it in. And if you need, just for a fun visual example, let's grab a bench. Can you guys see that? Can you see that? Okay, I can see it, so I guess you can. Okay, so if you need a bench or a chair, hands on the bench, hands on the chair, same thing. Hop in, hop out, walk in, or walk out. Or, like I said, a little bit more advanced from an elevated position, same thing. All right, we've come to the fun of this We've come to the end of this fun video series. Here's what you're looking at. 7 exercises, 7 rounds. Each exercise, you're either going to do 7 on each side or 7 total, depending on the exercise. So, with that, overhead press, 7 total. Body weight alternating reverse lunge, if you can do the lunge, 7 each side. Lying Blackburns, 7 total. Figure 8s or windmills, 7 each side. Tricep Pushup, 7 total. Lateral Squat, 7 each side. Plank Jack, 7 total. Those are your protocols for today. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you have my phone number. You guys have me on either Instagram or Facebook. Hit me up there. Please, as much information as you can give me, because I want to make this something, maybe not necessarily a permanent thing, but an extra fun added feature that you can take with you anywhere that you go. I'm Brian. That's your workout for today. Please enjoy, stay safe, stay healthy, be well. Love to all of you.